what's going on? It's Ryan. Thanks for checking out another video. If you can just take 1 second real quick and hit that subscribe button right there, that would mean the world to me. And with that, let's get into today's video. So I've been shooting a lot with my Pentax 6.7, absolutely loving it. The video I just did this past Tuesday was about a correction about how to put the TTL light meter on properly, because in my first Pentax video, I messed it up. So if you haven't watched that yet, go check it out. It's really important to do the proper way of changing the TTL meter on the Pentax 6.7 so you don't risk breaking the chain for your light meter. As I said, I've been taking a lot of great photos with my new Pentax 6.7. Just actually went to Storm King this weekend. Going to do a video about that, show those photos off once I get them developed. Be alert for that. Make sure you have your notifications turned on when I put new videos up, and you'll be able to see that. But the weekend before, we actually took a quick trip into the city because I actually had to drop my film off at a new lab I've been using, which is Bleeker Digital Solutions in the Lower East Side of New York City. They have been doing a killer job, super fast turnaround with great results. I love them. Check them out. I'll leave a link for them below, their Instagram, everything. They're amazing. But they're located very close to Little Italy and very close to Chinatown. So it was an absolutely gorgeous day outside, and we had some time to kill. I had to finish out one more roll on my Pentax 6.7, as well as a couple more shots on my Canon AE1. The ones on the Canon I'll show here as well. So we just figured, let's take a walk through Little Italy. Let's get some gelato. Let's, get some cannolis. Let's get some stuff from my dad who, loves this Italian confetti almond thing. So that's what we did, is we walked around Little Italy, and I had actually a pack of Portra 800 in my Pentax 6.7, rated at 400. So it was a little bit overexposed almost. So the pictures I got actually came out really good, but came out more pastel than usual. And you can actually see it in some of these photos. You can see the colors on that deli, and in the signs of Ferraro's. The color, which is usually more saturated, more bright, is very pastel. And now that's something that goes along with Kodak 800, Portra 800. But this, rating it at 400, it really brought out that pastel look and gave it kind of like an old school kind of feel. And the colors just looked really awesome, and I really enjoyed them. So that's some of the things I love about those photos. And in these next couple of photos, you can also see that as we're moving into Chinatown, there's one photo in particular that really shows off the pastelness and the versatility of the Kodak Portra 800 I was using. And it's actually this photo. And you can see in that photo, it's just a bunch of market street people selling fruit on the side of the street. And this umbrella that's in the foreground was kind of brighter, but when I took the photo of it using the Portra, having it a little bit overexposed, it came out to this beautiful pastel color. You can even see in the sky, it's a little bit more pastel, and I just really loved it. And that's the thing I really love about that film, is it's versatile and you can get really beautiful, warm pastel colors out of it. So we kept walking around, and I just kept popping off some more shots. In Little Italy, you can actually walk down the middle of some of the streets. I mean, right now, there's a lot of places in New York City and the boroughs that have roads closed off. I live 1 block away from 31st Avenue, which is closed off here in Astoria during the day for people to get out and socially distance, walk around, and not have to just be on the sidewalks and be cooped up at home. They can I've seen people barbecuing and doing yoga in the street. It's great. But in Little Italy, we walked down, and I got these really great photos of, there's this one really good one that I actually put up on my Instagram, which you can check out here and in the link below, of this girl on a bike riding down the main street in Little Italy, and I just really loved it. This is another great example of the color and the saturation and the pastelness you can get from Kodak Portra. I'm really loving this camera and I'm loving all of the results. I think I've only, I've put like close to 7-8 rolls through it, and I've only really come up with like 4 or 5 images I just didn't like. And that was mostly because I was getting used to the focusing for it. But there have been some incredible photos that I've gotten out of this camera. And this little trip to Little Italy and Chinatown really shows how versatile the film is, how good Kodak Portra 800 is, and how great this camera is at taking wonderful photos. I look very forward to taking even more soon with the camera, especially when I go to Arizona in October. I plan on taking a lot of beautiful outside landscape photos of the Southwest and the desert and stuff like that. I also am going upstate a lot to get some fall colors, so I'm very excited to see what I get. But check out the rest of these photos from when we were in Chinatown and in Little Italy. If you're ever in New York City, definitely go to both of them. We actually got these taken. It's hard to see right now, but I'll make it a little bit more easier, like right here. This photo is my aura and my chakra. It's done by a little tiny shop called Magic Jewelry in Chinatown. And they just specialize on really just like taking an image of your chakra and of your aura and telling you a little bit about you, your personality, and the next couple weeks of your life. It was a lot of fun. It's like $40. You get this killer photo out of it. I'm almost sure that they're using expired Fujifilm FC100 pull-apart Polaroid film, but I didn't really want to ask. Text messages. And I just, I think it was just really a great thing. So definitely when you're out here, check out those areas. They're a lot of fun. They're great. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thumbs up, like, subscribe. Remember to just shoot, and I'll see you in the next video on Tuesday.